Just two examples I want to share. One was also, you might have seen in the press, or that was kept fairly low key, was a company called LK Products, one of the biggest barbecue outdoor cooking brands in the country. And that deal closed about 3 weeks ago. And that was a long journey. It was a really long journey, particularly because there was some accounting we had to deal with in the way that the business was structured beforehand. We had to play out a certain amount of time on that. So we had interested parties, but then we couldn't close. And then we got the right party to the table. But there's a fantastic beauty about doing 100% exit on day one. And because, you're done, you get your money, you're sorted. The big downside is it comes with big warranties and a lot of pressure on the seller to really put his money where his mouth is and say, yes, this business is good and the environmental issues have been dealt with and everything else is fine. And therefore, I'm going to sign these warranties. And again, the tenacity you need to make sure that deal works, because first you've got to go through, when it's a 100% deal, your DD is at a much deeper level than when it's a 60%. Because I know they've got you involved in the business. It's fine. We're going to be partners. All good. No, it's a 100% deal. That DD is going to go down to every single detail in the business. And not every seller is ready for that. And that's where our support, I think, was absolutely vital there in working every single day. Taryn on our team was fortunately based in Cape Town, able to be close to the seller, close to helping them with every single detail through that process. And the tenacity got us there. But wow, it wasn't easy, because we were dealing with a seller who was just uncomfortable with the level of warranties that were being asked of him, and an acquirer who was determined to look under every single stone to make sure that they weren't taking on too much risk in the deal. Another interesting one, quite a small deal in our world, but still significant, certainly in the business's world. Anyone in the audience who's got relatively small children will know of a brand, a stroller or pram brand. We were on that deal for a number of years because we knew that there were certain types of buyers who could never work with those sellers. They were looking for a growth partner. So we couldn't just go and find someone with money. It had to be a lot more, there had to be a lot more quality in it in terms of fit. And eventually we found the right fit, deal was done. And by all accounts, every conversation I've had with them, the business is going phenomenally well. But the tenacity required to stay in the game, to say, where is the right acquirer for these guys? The guys with what looks like great synergies, we can just see that it's not going to work. And if the chemistry isn't there, if the connection isn't there, it isn't going to work. So you've just got to keep looking in a case like that.